Have you done split stays before? They're fun getting to see 2 rooms at one vacation, but it takes some work. Join us at Hollywood Studios, moving to Animal Kingdom Lodge, Savor the Savanna, and Space 220. Do I crowd a lot in one day? Maybe. Come along and find out. Hi, I'm Carol, and you're watching CAROL-WDWAO, seeing Fran's butt, seeing our luggage packed, and he's taking it up to guest services where they will transfer it to Animal Kingdom Lodge for us. Our last view at Pop. We are going to rope drop Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios opens at 8. It's 10 of 7. Not the earliest rope drop we've done, but hopefully we will still get there. The downside of doing a split stay is that you're without your luggage for part of the day. We have to take anything we're going to use in the afternoon, and for us that's Savor the Savanna, so I have to bring my big camera to Hollywood Studios, which I normally wouldn't do. But it's all good. Definitely holiday week traffic is here. We have been lucky. We haven't seen really any line at all. This line isn't horrible. Really, it's the first line that we've seen on the Skyliner.
Hey, don't let us talk to this.
And once again, stopped by security. We got in the line at Skyliner at Pop at 7 o'clock. We got through security. We're waiting for them to open the gates at 7:28. Definitely more crowded this morning than our previous day here. Our day started off great. We were checked out of the room and in line for the Skyliner by 7 o'clock. We got to the park. We got inside the park at 7:28. Walked to Rise. Rise was down. Now, normally I will wait because it's usually 15 minutes that it takes to open, but they were saying that they didn't think it would be open during early morning hours at all. We walked over to Toy Story. We did Toy Story twice, which was our goal. We wanted to do Rise and Toy Story. We had been here a couple days ago and did everything else. We were going to do one of the shows and then head over to the resort. Our room probably won't be ready before we leave for Savor the Savannah. Anyway, we did Toy Story Mania twice. Fran, what happened in Toy Story Mania?
I did it, but I beat my wife.
And got highest score in vehicle.
First time.
Yep. And how many times did you beat your wife?
2 in a row.
2 in a row.
Can't believe it.
I know.
Every time we do that right, she beats me.
Not all the time.
I know that.
But then Rise was open, had a 45-minute wait. So we booked over to Rise. We're getting in line, and they've got the cast members stopping us from getting in line saying it's down again. And they had no expected time of a return. What to do? We decided on some breakfast, had a Ronto wrap, which is huge. Obviously, we're at Galaxy's Edge if you're hearing the TIE fighters flying overhead. Shows don't start till 10:45 or 11. We're going to get a few pictures along the way, maybe do Mickey's Vacation Fun, keep checking to see if Rise comes back on, but we'll probably head out of here around noon to go hang at the resort for a little bit before we head over for Savor in the Savannah. Not the most exciting day, but hope you're sticking with us.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to apologize for our slight technical difficulties, but I do wish to assure you that no one was hurt and this theater suffered only minor damage. So thank you very much for coming to see this demonstration of Muppet Vision technology, and enjoy the rest of your stay and come see us again sometime.
One of the things you don't want to hear while you're on vacation is getting a phone call from a neighbor across the street who very rarely calls you. Of course, it was in the middle of watching the Muppets. Then I checked my messages, and it says, never mind, the dog was out but got her back in. So then I get a text from my babysitter, well, dog sitter, that somehow one of my dogs, Evie, escape artist, got out. As soon as she found out she was out, she called her and she came back in. But that was a panic because it is hunting season, and the neighbor who found her out was out hunting, and she's red and sort of tall, sort of deer-like. So that could have been very, very bad. So we leave Hollywood Studios. This is our last time here this trip. We'll see Animal Kingdom again, and we'll see Epcot again. But we've seen Magic Kingdom for the last time, and now we've seen Hollywood Studios for the last time. We have our walkway from the buses up to Animal Kingdom Lodge, decorated with music and theming, and a big hill. This always kills me at the end of the night because this is steep. Our friend Abby was here the other day and said that their tree was not up yet. And I am not. Aha, it is. It is up. Ornaments they have this year, some I recognize. That's a neat one. I don't remember seeing that one before. That's really cool. Again, it goes all the way up there. We have Ginger, Deborah the Zebra, and Francisco the Flamingo. Now, he was not here last time I saw him. And there's 2 hidden Mickeys. Again, these are all out of gingerbread. Oh, I see one hidden Mickey right down there. Oh, look at the zebra's eyelashes. Oh, and mane. This is just adorable. And the flamingo. Last year, oh, there's the other hidden Mickey down there by his foot. But last year, there was also one on the giraffe's legs himself. And again, I love those eyelashes. Just so pretty. The bus driver noticed Fran's birthday button, so he put an announcement over the loudspeaker that there was a special birthday guest on the bus, and everybody wished Fran happy birthday. Fran, what'd you think of that?
This was kind of okay.
Birthdays are birthdays. Definitely crowded. The menagerie is out. I've got that for posterity now. Oh, I know this guy. You're here every year. Thank you. See him. Hi. Hello.
She's ready for her close-ups.
All right. This is the best thing you guys do. I love this.
You gotta try my hardest.
The bear! Eating by the bear!
officially, Jumbo, welcome to Savor the Savanna. My name is Daniel. Who's hungry? Okay, good. Well, they should be good. So everyone else gets to watch that.
We're also thirsty.
And thirsty as well. We have plenty of options as well. We're going to be making our way down to our private vehicle to get away from all the riffraff and peasants. And then we're going to be joined by our friend Emma, who's actually setting up the food for us. And in an ideal world, going to chat with one of our animal care professionals. Sound like a plan for everybody?
Sounds like a plan.
All right, let's get away from all this crazy stuff. Follow me. Once you cross this threshold, you're officially behind the scene. Now we have I don't have a script. So if you have questions, ask questions. You want to talk about zoological care for animals? We can do that. If you want to talk about random animal fun facts, we can do that as well. If you want to just talk about Star Wars for the entire 2 hours, we can do that as well. It's fine. Why do you guys think we wanted to make sure Disney's Animal Kingdom opened up on Earth Day? We wanted to make this park like the Walt Disney Company's symbol of conservation. But there were 2 animals that were required on the Tree of Life. And they are at the back of the Tree of Life, towards like one of the upper branches, right at the base of it, is a pair of giraffe heads. Because those were the first 2 animals that came to our zoological collection. Magic Kingdom can fit inside of the safari. Just the safari. So like there's a giraffe cookbook. So like this is the type of food that our giraffes are eating. And then it breaks down to this is the food that Mara the giraffe gets. This is the food that Maple the giraffe gets. Some of our animals have food allergies. Some of them are spoiled princesses. Alright, we're all clear if you guys want to stand up. I can say right now the babies we have 2 baby zebras. We have 1 baby elephant who's coming up on her first birthday. That's same.
Guys, I'll be right over to chat with you.
No, you're good. You have some hungry friends.
Yes.
So this is Mara, one of our giraffes hanging out over here. Who doesn't really know the word patience. We have our boy Twigga coming out of the hill as well.
Oh.
They can. We can't force any of the animals to go into areas they can't go into. That is all Angela's domain.
Hello.
The question we just got asked are, can the giraffes stay out or do they go in?
They can, if they want. They're one of the most reliable shifting animals that we have on this entire savanna. But there are circumstances, like say we have a big procedure the next day, we need space in the barn, that we will leave giraffe out on the savanna and just feed them their PM diet out here. But they're very reliable. So yes, my name's Angela. I've been here at Disney for 17 years, so I'm happy to chat with you anything and everything, answer questions that you might have. I've worked with these guys for a little over 3.5 years, and prior to that I was on the elephant team for almost 10 years, and then I started my career here on this savanna, so I'm kind of bookending everything. But happy to answer anything that you might have before I start talking about the animals that you see.
For like hurricanes.
Hurricanes.
Force them in, or
Yep. So they will come in.
Right.
So we have enough advance notice with hurricanes that we can go ahead and get everything set up and established. We get the barn safe. We do have a ride-out team. So depending on the areas, you have a ride-out team keepers from each area that will take place. Yep. So you get them all set and hunkered down, just like us. And then when it's safe to go outside, we'll go outside. We'll check on everybody. We do have animals that stay on the savanna during the storm. That's the wildebeest and collie cows. Just safer for them to be out in this environment. Animals that do not come in at night, those are 2 species that stay on the savanna overnight. However, we do shift them in the morning for training and grain and if there's any medication or anything like that. So the giraffe you're seeing over here, we have Mara on the left, Isla on the right, and Twigga's the guy over here that's just heading the opposite direction. He's gonna go check all the food bins before he comes over here and says, what's over here that's hanging in this tray?
what are they eating?
It's a mixture. So depending on the season, we get different species of browse. So right now we have acacia, curly leaf acacia, we have longfolia, we have banana until we have our first Florida freeze, and then we lose all of our banana. And we get willow and purpose and mulberry. So we're very, very fortunate. We have a grouse farm on property. So he is 15 feet at the ossicones right now, and he much shorter than that. He came to us when he was 2.
I keep thinking he's tinier than he actually is. He's grown a lot.
He really, his legs are growing now. Like at first it was like, I felt like just his, he was getting longer, and now I'm like, he's sprouted. Like he's big. So I'm happy to say we have 7 Maasai giraffe, and all 7 are giving voluntary hoof trims at the moment. So they're all trained on the hoof block. It's huge for our team. Mobilizing a giraffe is not an easy feat with that long neck and keeping their blood pressure and the respiratory. So that's something that our team works really hard at. And we're doing that.
How long do giraffes live in the wild?
15, 20-ish years. It's the same. Yeah.
15, 20?
15, 20-ish around there.
Captivity is 20, 25?
It's longer.
It's
yes.
longer?
I mean, it's not an exact number, but it is definitely longer because there's no drought, there's constant food, you know, there's no predation. So, and we have vet care and health team and nutritionists. So,
We want to give Angela a big thank you for spending time out of her day to come chat with us.
yeah, thanks you guys. Enjoy your time up there.
All right.
Thank you.
Alrighty. So, like, who here has accidentally got like a body spasm and smacked your friend or family member in the face? I got it plenty of times.
Accidentally.
Yes, as Carol is saying, doing hand quotes over there, conspicuously behind the camera. It stings a little bit if we do it, but if an elephant that has a trunk that has 15,000 muscles in it, or springbok hanging out right over there, and there, ducks come for the butchers, they try to steal our animals. They do a really good job of it. But our springbok or what I classify as the spores of the savannah hang out over here, we don't want them to get startled by our elephants, or we don't even want our springboks. Oh, there's an elephant!
Yeah, there's
Oh yeah, there he is. So I think that might be option over there. Oh, and then baby bump.
Baby Cora's out here.
Of food and your experiences. Now is the time to take photos of our trays because this is the most delectable they will look before you all dive into them. And amazingly, we also have some springbok hanging out over this side of the boma, some dinner guests. But I'm going to go over kind of a brief highlight reel, is what I like to say, of our trays today. Because this is Savor the Savanna. I want you to savor and try new things. Any questions you have about anything on those trays that I don't in-depth explain, just let me and Daniel know. But we do encourage mixing and matching, so I'll kind of dive into that a little bit. I'll go tray by tray and talk about all of our offerings. On our first tray, I think some of the highlights are our chicken curry salad. Do not let the word curry scare you. It is not super, super spicy. It's very flavorful. More of a mayo-based curry. We also have some air-dried meats. The lighter colored one, like that, is prosciutto. Air-dried pork, and then this darker one is an air-dried beef risotto. If you are going on a trek in Africa, going on an adventure, you probably want to bring jerky because that lasts a really long time, but we're fancy. So we have air-dried meats for you. We also have some watermelon radish scattered throughout for a nice little crunch. All of these beautiful purple flowers are dendrobium orchids. They're completely edible. So if you want to try a flower today safely, we got you covered. And they're a palate cleanser, so that's also my little push to try something new because you have kind of an out if you try something new that you don't love. On our center tray, we have cheese. We have a hard goat cheese. If you don't love soft goat cheese, I think this one's a little bit easier to eat. I always encourage Remy moments of the fruits and the cheeses. We also have a smoked Gouda. These triangle wedges are fig bars, so almonds and figs pressed together, adult fig Newton, very dense. And then we have 2 chutneys, apricot chutney and coriander chutney. They pair beautifully with our bread options. Torta, crispier, crunchier bread with a semi-sweet topping. I'd say a quarter of the way to dessert. And classic pita bread. We do have desserts for you this evening, so get excited. Save a little bit of room. On our final tray, we have kachumbari salad, traditional Kenyan salad seen around celebrations, cucumber, tomato, olives, and we add mozzarella pearls because we like cheese. We have pineapple with tahini. If you're a margarita lover, you may be familiar with the chili lime seasoning. It brings out the citrus flavors of the pineapple beautifully. We have garlic and leek hummus, made fresh every day, very creamy, goes very well with our bread, of course. And then finally, tandoori shrimp. Tandoori referring to the spices and marinades on that shrimp. Once again, not super hot, but very flavorful. So that is our food options. When it comes to our beverages this evening, we do have lemon, lime, basil infused water for you, spa water. These are the cups for that. We also have passion fruit orange and guava juice, hot juice. Disney World famous. We have so many names for it. Jungle Juice, Stitch Juice, Celebration Juice, it's just delicious juice. But for our alcohol options this evening, got a couple. We have two beer options. This is the one thing we have from Florida, so I'll go over this one first. This is our Tiger Eye Golden Ale. It's from Gainesville. First Magnitude Brewing Company. They work on agricultural practices here in Florida that help pollinators, which we love. So we like to work with them. We also have our Casa beer from Morocco. I believe it's their first lager. Pretty unique. More difficult to get your hands on. I believe you can really only get it here and at the Morocco Pavilion at Epcot. So a fun one to try if you've never had it before. For our wines, they're all based out of South Africa. That is wine country in Africa. Not particularly known for sweetness in wine country in Africa though. So if you want to kind of give it a taste and see what you like, I have them arranged from sweetest, our Bucatra from Cedarburg, all the way down to our Merlot Shiraz from Cedarburg. They work on a lot of ecosystem conservation as well. We have our Chenin Blanc from Black Pearl and our Painted Wolf Pinotage. I love painted dogs. I'll show you some pictures later because they're super cute. But any questions about any of the drinks or pairings or any recommendations, Daniel and I have you covered. But you're free to start to dig in. With desserts being out in the next couple of minutes, savory foods will walk away. So grab whatever else you need of savory foods before they disappear.
They look beautiful.
They
Aren't
do.
they so presented so well? Our kitchen does a fabulous job.
Absolutely.
We can go. Oh, here he is.
Here I am.
Did anyone in the seriousness have any favorite? What about the drinks?
Oh,
the beer
I
was
like
really good.
that
Like
wine
what?
that I can't pronounce.
Whatever, good. You like the
Bucatra.
Bucatra for the wine.
Yeah.
And they're also all conservation friendly. The bottles that we had on display for you guys are all about like $20. Really like to enjoy a nice bottle of wine while being at home and relaxing. You can have a fairly decently quality wine for not breaking the bank, while supporting wildlife.
Yeah.
What we do with those eggs more often is we drain out the yolk from them, and then we'll use the eggshells around this time of year over at Animal Kingdom Lodge, and people can come and make a donation to the conservation fund and make a holiday ornament out of ostrich eggs.
First time Savor the Savannah. What do you think?
Oh, really good. Pretty educational. The woman that was feeding the giraffes, she kind of knew what she was doing. I had a question about the lifespan, and answered it. Other than that, it was good. The food, it was good. Do it again, it's different, So, everything I had on there was really good.
The beer?
The beer was really good. I was surprised. I never had that kind of beer before. It's like Moroccan beer.
Okay.
And it was really good. I had two of them.
This is my second time doing Savor the Savannah. We didn't see as much animal interaction as the first time, but our guide, Daniel, was very, very knowledgeable, answered all the questions. It wasn't like he was preaching. He just had fun facts, and at the end you get bamboo coasters. So I now have 3, so I must have to go again. The wine, I got introduced to a new wine. I'll type the name in because it's like Bucati or something like that. It was one I hadn't heard of before. It was very, very good. It was almost sweet, but not cloying. The food, there was a bread that was not the pita, but it was a crispy bread, a little bit of sweetness to it. That was really good. When you look at that charcuterie and you see 12 people there, you're like, that's not enough food for everybody. But there was a lot of leftovers now. The chicken curry, that went. Everybody liked that. There were a few relishes left over. But if you're hungry, you could go back and get as much as you want. I tried 3 different wines. The Bucati, the Chenin Blanc, and a red something or other. Didn't really care for the red. It was just sort of bland. Bucati is a car though. So I will put in the description, or I'll put it on screen what the wine was, because that was a really good South African wine. It's funny, since we mostly stay on the Skyliner route, we usually come to Epcot from the back entrance, the International Gateway. It's been a long time since I've actually gone through security at the front entrance. Sometimes we'll take the monorail over, so you have to go through security. And this entrance really is impressive. This is cool little lighting in the new area. It's really, really funny. When this area first opened, there were lines to get pictures with Walt. I don't know if you can see him over there, but he's not alone. Pretty area. Fun little fountain. Not like the one that used to be that had waterworks set to music. It's still fun. Guardians at Night, of course, looks really cool. And this is as close as I'll get because I've done it twice. Motion sickness both times. I wish I could do it. I just can't. Well, it's been a long day. We packed our luggage, had it at guest services by 6. Rope dropped Hollywood Studios, which was insanely crowded. We never got to ride Rise, but we did Toy Story Mania twice. Did Muppets again since they're going away. Got some pictures, ate breakfast. Did we do anything else? No. And then we went to our new resort, Animal Kingdom Lodge. Our room was not ready, but we did change our shirts for Savor the Savanna because I had made special shirts for Savor the Savannah, and just as we got changed in the bathrooms, our room was ready. So we got to sit in our room for about an hour, headed out to Savor in the Savannah, good food, a couple beers, a couple glasses of wine, a lot of fun facts and tips. We didn't see a lot of animals out. The giraffes didn't stay with us very long. Hello.
SVQ, you are clear. Initiating in 3, 2, 1. Lift off.
You're riding aboard the Mark V Stellarator, the latest in space elevator engineering. Looks like we lucked out tonight. The atmosphere is clear, and we have a spectacular view of the eastern seaboard. Enjoy your journey. I'll be back in a bit with arrival information. Centauri Space Station coming into view. Once we dock, gather your belongings and exit through the open air lock. A Space 220 agent will be waiting for you.
Docking complete.
Hi there. What's the last name? Is your first time dining with us?
It is not, but it's been a while because it's hard to get reservations.
It's pretty much welcome back.
Thank you. The margarita was really good here, dear. Yeah. You can get this or any of the liftoffs. If you want this, you got to get the whole 3-course. Now, one thing I've noticed already that's different, the first time I was here, they gave you some laminated tickets to board the aircraft. They've done away with that. At the lounge, they give you the flight bites, which are 7 things. You can also look at the full menu. You can get the liftoff a la carte, but if you order any of the mains, then you do have to get the whole meal. Fran is having the margarita that was on the menu with some electric space dust sprinkled on it. And I'm having a boring old Prosecco because I started with wine, so I'm sticking with wine. Good? Cheers. Nice Prosecco, nice and cold. Prosecco's Prosecco. Fran has the Caesar salad that pretty much looks like a Caesar salad. And you got the short rib sliders with French fries. And I got the beet salad. Another tidbit here, they do not take annual pass discounts at dinner. They only take it at lunch. At dinner, they do take DVC. I believe Morimoto did the same thing. So that may be something on the horizon that lunch will give annual pass, dinner won't. So we'll have to watch out for those restaurants that do that. Well, there's a spacewalker, and they brought Fran a little birthday ice cream.
It was good. Salad was good. The sliders are tender, even though they're processed fries, but margarita was really good.
You had short ribs yesterday as well. How did these compare?
It's kind of hard to compare them because these were like on a, with some kind of sauce and tomato and lettuce. And the other ones was like a barbecue type thing, They were tender. A lot of bread.
And what did you think about the atmosphere of the restaurant?
It was all right. Good atmosphere.
This is my second time at Space 220. Let me preface this by saying I'm very tired, very cranky.
I can tell.
The beet salad was actually phenomenal. The goat cheese was really, really creamy, and it almost had like a creme brulee crust on it. There was like a caramelized something. It wasn't huge. It was just enough for me after Savor the Savanna. But my second time here, it just seems like this is a ride rather than a restaurant. When we got here, the bar was empty. The bar itself was empty, and it just felt old already. It's one big open room. It's very, very noisy. The food was good. It's a one and done really for the atmosphere once you've seen it. I did not see as many like dogs with helmets or skateboarders with helmets. I don't know if they've gotten away from that. It does seem more real with the spaceships and stuff, but I don't know. I wouldn't come back unless I was bringing somebody. It was very good though.
Your journey back to Epcot will be a smooth and quick one tonight, so enjoy the ride.
Yes, we're going fast.
That's scary.
Epcot is now coming into view. When we dock, gather your belongings, exit through the open airlock, and watch your
So we say goodbye to Epcot on this trip. Still seeing Animal Kingdom tomorrow, but this is our last time to Epcot. In this trip, I did not do Figment. I did not meet Figment. Very sad. If you've enjoyed this crazy day, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. Hit the notification bell so you know when new videos come out. Join our WDWAO Walt Disney World Adults Only Facebook group. And last but not least, never grow up.